Chief Minister of Gujarat, Sri Vijay Rupani ji, my colleague, Union Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, Her Excellency, Ms. Anna Ekström, Minister from Sweden, Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Nitin Bhai Patel, distinguished Nobel laureates, Dr. Goran Hansson, Vice President of the Nobel Foundation, dear scientists, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Let me first congratulate the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, the Government of Gujarat, and the Nobel Media Foundation who have brought this exhibition to Science City for 5 weeks. I declare the exhibition open and hope you will all have an opportunity to experience it. The Nobel Prize is the world's recognized at the highest level for creative ideas, thought, and work on fundamental science. Earlier, there have been occasions when 1, 2, or 3 Nobel laureates have visited India and had interaction with students and scientists in a limited manner. But today, we are making history by having a galaxy of Nobel laureates in Gujarat. I extend a hearty welcome to all the laureates present here. You are valued friends of India. Some of you have been here earlier several times. One of you was born here, Venki, and actually grew up in Vadodara. I'm delighted to see so many of our young students here today. एक प्रकार से आज मेरे सामने लघु भारत है। हिंदुस्तान के हर कोने से आए हुए भावी वैज्ञानिक मेरे सामने बैठे हैं। I ask all of you to urge all your friends and family to visit the Science City over the coming weeks. Our students will cherish this extraordinary experience of interacting with you. It will inspire them to undertake new and significant challenges that hold the key to our shared sustainable future. I'm very hopeful that this exhibition and this series will become a strong link between you and our students, science teachers, and our scientists. My government has a clear vision of where we want India to be in the next 15 years. Science and technology is the pivot on which that vision will translate into strategy and action. Our vision in science and technology is to make sure that opportunity is available to all our youth, that training and future preparedness should make our youth employable in the best places, that India should be a great science destination, that we should take major inspirational challenges such as deep sea exploration and cyber systems. We have a plan that will take this vision through action. Our scientists have been asked to develop programs on science teaching in our schools across the country. This will also involve training teachers. At the next level, they will have been asked to create new programs, both in skilling and high-tech training. These programs will make you employable in the new knowledge economy and make you effective entrepreneurs and thinking scientists. You will be able to compete for positions and jobs here and anywhere in the world. Next, our scientists will link our laboratories in cities. You can share ideas, seminars, and resources and equipment. This will allow us to do more and better collaborative science. Our science agencies will expand science-driven entrepreneurship and commercialization in a big way in each state according to local needs. Our startups and industry can then compete globally. These seeds must be planted this year, and we will then see fruits come steadily. My young friends, you are the future of India and the world. India offers an enabling and unique opportunity of a large demographic divide and the best teachers. Young students, you are the streams that chart the wells of knowledge and expertise. Your training and your future is what this is all about. Thanks to science and technology, the human race has flourished. Large numbers of enjoying a quality of life unparalleled in human history. Yet, India has a great challenge to raise many from poverty. You will be scientists soon and must not neglect this challenge. The maturity of our science will also be judged by responsible treatment of our planet by the wise use of science and technology. You will be scientists soon and the guardians of the planet. We must have a clear outcomes from the Nobel exhibition and the Science City. Globally, science and technology has emerged as one of the major drivers of socio-economic development. In the fast-growing Indian economy, there are increasing expectations from scientific interventions. There are three outcomes I would like to see from the Nobel Prize series. First, follow up with students and their teachers. The students and teachers here have come through a national ideathon competition and hail from all over the country. Do not lose track of them. During the exhibition period, you may also have a session for school teachers from all over Gujarat. Second, stimulate entrepreneurship locally. There is a great entrepreneurial zeal amongst our youth. Our science ministries have incubators here in Gujarat. In the next 5 weeks, you should have a workshop on how cutting-edge science and technology-driven startups can be boosted. I am told that there are about 10 Nobel Prize-winning discoveries that have gone into the making of a smartphone. Prize-winning physics can both save electricity bills and the planet. The 2014 Nobel Prize in Physics was for the blue LED. This came from basic research by 3 Japanese scientists, Akasaki, Amano, and Nakamura. When combined with the previously known red and green LED, white light devices can be made that last 100,000 hours. There are many such existing discoveries being made that we can apply through enterprise. आपको शायद पता होगा कि भारत में हम लोगों ने सरकार में आने के बाद एलईडी बल्ब का एक बहुत बड़ा अभियान चलाया है और बहुत ही कम समय में शायद हम 1 बिलियन एलईडी बल्ब लोगों तक पहुंचाएंगे और इसके कारण बिजली बचेगी, लोगों का खर्चा बचेगा, पैसा बचेगा और सबसे बड़ी बात एनवायरनमेंट की रक्षा होगी। तो एक नोबेल प्राइज विनर साइंटिस्ट की खोज और बहुत पुरानी नहीं, 2014 की, कितना बड़ा जीवन पर प्रभाव पैदा कर सकती है, कितना बड़ा जीवन बदल सकती है। और इसलिए साइंटिस्ट की जिंदगी भले एक लैब में पूरी होती हो, लेकिन उसका कंट्रीब्यूशन सदियों तक मानव कल्याण के लिए काम आता है। Third, impact on society. Many Nobel Prize winning discoveries have had a huge impact on our society through health and agriculture. For example, precision medicine using the tools of gene technologies is now a reality. We must use this tool to study cancer, diabetes, and infectious disease. India is already a generics and biosimilar leader with a major hub in Gujarat, but we must now strive to become a leader in new biotech discoveries as well. I'm happy that this exhibition has been planned at the Science City, which connects community to science. It is an ideal platform to engage citizens to learn about solutions to global challenges we face. We will strive to make this Science City a truly attractive, world-class place for young students and science teachers from all over the country and the world to come and be inspired by the exhibits. Center and state should collaborate and take up this challenge in this year. My young friends, the laureates represent the peaks of science and you must learn from them. But remember that the peak rises from great mountain ranges and does not stand alone. You are the foundation and the future of India. You should build new ranges from which the peaks will arise. If we focus on the foundation in our schools and colleges and through teachers, all miracles can happen. There will be hundreds of peaks from India. But if we neglect the hard work at the base, no peak will magically appear. Be inspired and be daring. Have courage and be your own person and not imitative. That is how our honored guests succeeded, and that is what you should learn from them. I take this opportunity to thank the Nobel Media Foundation, the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and the Government of Gujarat for organizing such an innovative program. I wish this exhibition a grand success, and I'm sure that you will all benefit from it. Thank you. Thank you very much.